Hey guys, Cajun Reseller back at you with a fun little thrifting video. I went to Mississippi for the grand opening of the Goodwill bin store that just opened there. It opened on August 3rd. I'm not sure when this video is going to be released, but that's when it opened. If y'all want to go check it out, I think it's 3025 25th Avenue or something like that. You can look it up online. Still shows temporarily closed on there, but there was a ton of people there. I do have some clips from that I will show right here, and then I'll get back to the haul.
You're doing a lot of good for your neighbor. And Goodwill donations are tax deductible too. Consider cleaning up the clutter and donating to support Goodwill's mission today. At Goodwill, we're all
This Goodwill Outlet bins had a ton of clothing, as you can see from these first couple clips. The first place I really went whenever I got here was going over to the books and the CDs, which are in that back corner right there to your right. These are a bunch of shoes that had just been brought out. This is the only bins change that happened while we were there. We were there for like an hour to an hour and a half or so, and apparently people were throwing shoes at each other. I didn't get that on film. I didn't realize it was happening. Otherwise, I would have filmed it just for the fun of it, because I don't care that much about shoes to get in there in the middle of that. But these are a lot of books and CDs and tapes. I didn't really look too much at these. I figured with that many people in the store, they'd already been gone through at that point, because none of these bins had been changed. And I got there like 30 minutes after they opened, so more than likely there wasn't anything left there that was going to be worth it. So here I'm looking at some more clothes. I actually don't pick up any clothes here. These were piled so high it was almost impossible to sift through them, or sift through them. But here's the one section that I like, as y'all would know. This is the plush section and toy section. It was only one or two little bins of toys, so like I said, I almost picked this up, but I didn't really want to fool with shipping it, and I think I did look it up, and it was only going for like $10 or $15. It doesn't weigh much, but it wouldn't be a fun ship. It would ship first class. It would just be a lot of work. This thing, I really wasn't sure about it. It didn't look like, that stuff's pulled out of it. I didn't have any batteries to test it, so I didn't worry about picking that up. And here I'm just showing y'all some of the stuff that was at these bins, so that's why I'm showing this stuff. I do pick this little guy up. I've had decent success selling the Cutie Toes brand, so that's why I picked that up. I also have a bag full already of stuff I already looked at. I just went over here to film some stuff after I was chatting with Alicia and Tanya. I figured, I gotta get some footage to show in my video, so I'm gonna show in a second the bag. I debated this one because it was a Sega Minnie Mouse. I should have looked it up probably just because it looked like kind of an older tag, and Sega and Disney don't really go together that much. Maybe that was worth it, maybe it wasn't. I didn't pick it up though. But this is an electronics bin with a bunch of cell phone cases and stuff like that. Here I'm just showing a brief glimpse at what I'm going to show in my summary. So these are a couple of the items I got. I debated getting that Goofy as well, but I think I'd already looked at it and there were some problems with it in terms of stains or just rips and tears or something. That's why it didn't go in the cart. These are the scales they use to weigh your items when you're checking out. Here I just want to show y'all the whole pan. That's a huge store showing all the store, so I just wanted to show that real quick as well. This is the haul from the Goodwill bins. This blanket throw was there. It's a pretty big little blanket throw. I positioned the plush that I got on here, and I think I got one or two other items, but mainly plush. So let's go through those real quick. I will also put the links of the people that I hung out with there. Alicia from Married Life and Tanya from Double T's Treasures. They were both there. We hung out for a little bit and had some fun thrifting. It's always fun to thrift with friends. So got this little guy, the Flash, from DC. I was about to say Marvel, from DC Comics. This little girl, I think it's Amber was her name. I think this is from Sophia the First. I've sold her for 12 or 13 bucks before. You can see she had a Goodwill tag, I think. Yeah, a Goodwill tag on her for 99 cents. So paid a little bit less than that. This place was $1.50 a pound, which is cheaper than the one that's in Mobile. And it's also, if you if you get over 25 pounds worth of stuff, it goes down to half off, so 75 cents, which is really good. I didn't get close. I think I wound up at 8 pounds for like $12 or something like that. But let's keep going. This little guy is Angry Birds, the black bomb. I think that's what it is. It's a bomb from Angry Birds. This is a medium Daredevil Tsum Tsum plush. It was going for anywhere from $10 to $15. This little tiger I got because it was new with tags. It's a souvenir of Rainforest Cafe. It's really cute. Eyes were in good condition, so I took a chance on that. I think it'll easily bring $10, a little bit of a return. This is, anybody know what this is? What's it from? What franchise? I'll come back to that in a second. This is Lollipop Bunny Rabbit, medium size. This was given to me by Tanya. She picked it up and then decided she didn't want it. I think it might have had some stains on it or something, but this guy was going for around $16 when I looked him up. This is from Doc McStuffins. I think it was Happy. Can't remember this one's name. I've looked it up before and then I forget it, but this one was $1.99 at one point. I picked these up because I've sold them before for pretty well for $10, $15. This Cutie Toes is the name of this brand. Usually it's like a little blind pack that you open up and you get these in them, but this one's got the little, I think it's supposed to be a pepper. I think that's what they usually are, is peppers. We got Dora the Explorer with the little star in the backpack. Rudolph from Kohl's Cares. This one was going for $10 to $15. Easy, lightweight ship. Saw this little one at the end. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it's Jigglypuff with like a little star hat. Didn't have any tags or anything, but it's Pokemon, so you got to pick it up if it's Pokemon. And then the little Pac-Man, yellow Pac-Man plush. Not very big at all either. But this little thing is the bunny from, well, not from anything technically, but it's from Pound Puppies. Do you remember the brand Pound Puppy? Usually the babies are the harder ones to find. This is one of the babies from Pound Puppies, even though it's a bunny rabbit. And that's it for stop one. This is the Amazon liquidation store called Bayou Bargain in Gulfport, Mississippi. This was $3 day because it was a Tuesday, I think. Yeah, it was a Tuesday, so that was $2 or $3 day. So I'd go through here and look through a lot of stuff. Eventually, I don't actually have any of this on film, but eventually Alicia and Brandon come and join me, and we go through a lot of stuff together. It's fun. It's always fun to go through a store with friends and just look at stuff. And there's random stuff in these. There was tons of ice cube trays, bunch of rice, random other stuff that just soap dispensers. I almost got a soap dispenser actually. Probably should have gotten one. It was like an automatic hand soap dispenser. You put your hand under it and just dispenses soap. It was only $3, but I do pick up a couple items here that I'm going to show in my summary. I think I actually showed them also in the clips, but for now let's watch and see what I pull out. This fire disc, it wasn't worth much. I did look that up as I do pick this little thing up, only $3, and seemingly was going for around $18. I had to mute the audio here because it was playing really loud, and it'll get my video demonetized if that happens. So I am showing the little panda that I found. I'm also showing some other stuff. They had a lot of that little bubbly, whatever that was, soft drinks. Apparently no one likes that because it was $3 and there was a lot of it available in the bins. And I'm pretty sure you'd get all the drinks at once with that. But I'm just showing y'all a quick peruse of the rest of the store. They had tons of masks as well, which I probably should have invested in some of those since Louisiana just went back to a mask mandate. So I'm going to need some of those probably. Need to go buy some off of clearance so I can have some in stock in case I need to. Stop number 2 was basically an Amazon liquidation store where it was $3 day. So I got these 4 items there. This is a little Georgia Bulldogs. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I haven't even opened it up yet, but it's some kind of little blanket throw. It's not as big as this one that everything's sitting on, but this I got for my business. You can never have too many of these. You can't even see what they are. They're extra dense magic cleaning eraser sponges. So I looked them up on eBay and they were going for around $5 or $6 for this size. So $3 is about half off. And I needed those anyways. This Tuco interactive panda toy was going for around 18 or 19 bucks from what I could tell. So for $3, I was willing to take the chance that it might or might not work. So I got 2 of those. And that's it for stop number 2. That was Bayou Bargain's thrift store, or not thrift store, Ben's store. It was basically right on the beach, so you could see the beach from that store. This store was a St. Vincent de Paul in somewhere around Gulfport, Ocean Springs, Mississippi, somewhere in that area. I actually don't pick anything up here at all. I'm just going to show y'all what it has. I don't generally pick up big items at stores like this. I was also driving the Camaro, and I didn't see any plush here as well. I did look up a decent amount of stuff. I don't look up any of these games or anything, but if you saw briefly right there, there were some RC cars there, but they were asking a lot. Like, this thrift store was way too expensive for my taste, and they didn't have any stuffed animals or plush either. So I don't pick up anything here. And they had a baseball glove. I think they had it for sale for $24.99, and the comps were showing like $20. So I don't know what made them decide on their prices, but it was just way too high in prices for me for pretty much anything that wasn't clothing, and I wasn't gonna spend hours upon hours looking at clothing in these stores. I look at the hats real quick. That one might have been worth it, but I think it was like $3 or $4, as was seemingly everything in this store for for anything that wasn't clothing. But this Oakland A's hat right there, debated that as well. I believe that was also like, let's see if I show it. Yeah, $4.99, $5 for that hat. I mean, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it'll sell for $15, but I'm not willing to take that risk. And it's not really a risk if it's going to sell, but I don't feel like waiting on that hat to sell because it probably didn't have a very good sell-through rate anyways. Here, there were some video games here, but if I can show it, yep, they're not there. So to me, video games, you always need to check. I think I've done it before where I've bought some and the disc hasn't been in there, but ever since that one time I made that mistake, I've always checked the video games to make sure they're in there, because if they're not in there, you just spent $2 or $3 for nothing. So that's why you always check your video games or your movies in that case. Sometimes the thrift stores will actually tape them shut, and this is the next thrift store that I'm going to. I don't do a summary haul because there is no summary haul. And this was, I think this was a Goodwill, because there was the St. Vincent de Paul, a Goodwill, and an America's thrift store all right next to each other. So this one is a Goodwill. This one also had the same pricing as St. Vincent de Paul. Everything was really expensive. This Barney plush looked interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna show it or not, but it was $4, and it might have been worth it just because of the size of that thing. But I wasn't gonna pay $4 for a Barney plush. I've got a couple Barney plush that haven't sold yet, and it's probably because I haven't priced too high. But I'm willing to wait sometimes on pricing it for some of those. But I'm not gonna spend $4 on one and wait that long. So this might have been worth it. I should have looked it up. It's a Wonder Woman gun. I think it actually had a barcode right there, but it was also $4. I didn't scan it because I was filming, but I should have gone back and filmed it just to see what the pricing was on it. Let's see what else do we got in here. I'm just throwing plush trying to find one. This is a Cane's plush. It's 99 cents. But if you noticed, it said Frosty the Snowman. He wasn't wearing a Frosty the Snowman outfit. Someone took off his outfit. So that definitely, if you see a Cane's plush and it says like Frosty the Snowman or Buddy the Elf, and it doesn't look like that, don't buy it. It means there's something missing. Especially, obviously you should look it up anyways, look up comps. Don't trust what I say. Do your own research. But if you're going to do that, make sure it actually has all the pieces and parts that it should. As I keep sifting, I look at more stuff. I don't see anything that's worth it to me to pick up. So I think I do pick up one item at this store, but I'm gonna let the video run for a second and let y'all just listen in. $4.99 for a tiny plush, a TY. That's, yeah. I think I paid 59 cents for him at Walgreens at one point. I debate picking this up. I actually did put it in my hands for a while, but then I ran the comps on it for $2, and it was only selling for $10, and it's not even close to Valentine's Day. No, I'm not going to pick that up. And then this one, I've never actually listed it, but I do have it. But I'm not paying $1 for it because it probably only sells for 6 or 7. Now I would put that in a lot of other TY Beanie Boos and sell it like that. That one I might have should have gotten Slick the Fox because he was actually pretty good new with tags, but used for $2. I don't know. It's just I'm in the mindset of for these thrift stores for some reason I have a different mindset than mine because number one at mine I pay 25 cents for a plush usually. So paying $2 or $3 for a plush just seems really expensive to me. And I shouldn't look that way because if I ever actually leave Louisiana, which I'm not planning on doing, I would have to find somewhere else to source the plush at, and it wouldn't be 25 cents. I can almost guarantee that. That's a little, I think that was a For Real Friends maybe or something like that. There's a Moana plush there. And here I'm about to just give up. I'm about ready to leave. I do also go over to other sections and check, but I don't think I actually showed that in the video. I checked these just to see the year on them. I think they were 2009 or 2010. I think they were $1 each or $2 each. I don't know for sure. If they'd been in a big bag for like $2, I probably would have gotten them. This is the one item I actually do pick up. It is Cabbage Patch Kids. This little horse right here. I don't pick it up right here, but I do actually pick this up, and I'll show it in the summary video. And here I'm just showing a couple more things that I didn't pick up because I think they were a little too expensive, or for some other reason I didn't pick some of those other items up. Maybe should have picked that up, but it was $4 again. So any decently sized plush at this thrift store was way expensive. Stop 4, I picked up this horse from Cabbage Patch Kids. It's a plastic horse, but the sold comps were showing it was going for anywhere from $35 to $40, believe it or not. So that's why I picked this thing up. I almost didn't leave that store. I almost left that store with nothing, like the one before that, where I just walked around the whole store and didn't see anything I wanted. And sometimes it's okay to leave with nothing. Sometimes you don't need to buy something just to buy something. I have done that before in a video though, where I just buy something and be like, well, I need some content, so I need to buy something. So that's it for that store. And now for the last stop. This is America's Thrift Store. This one is one of the bigger ones. There is a huge Goodwill. I didn't actually go to it, but there's a huge Goodwill in Biloxi/Gulfport. It's the biggest Goodwill in the southeast or South Mississippi, whatever they claim. But it's a huge Goodwill. It doesn't really have what I'm looking for. It's mainly clothing, so that's why I like to come to this store. America's Thrift Store always has the little bags on the right. You can't always find good stuff, but generally I'll find 1 or 2 items. I look at these little trucks. I don't think they're Monster Jam or Hot Wheels or anything. That's why I don't pick them up. But I'm just looking at stuff, seeing if I like picking up Cars stuff here. If it's like, Cars or even Planes. Planes is better. The movie Planes, any of the little figures from that can be really good. I see these dinosaurs. I don't think they're worth it. Each one of these Barbies is individually wrapped. So I don't pick up any Barbies. I typically don't really know anything about Barbies. I have picked some up before. You've seen me pick them up at the bins before. I shouldn't pick them up because they sit in my death pile and just sit there and never get listed, and they're probably not even worth it half the time that I pick them up. But here I'm just showing all these. If you see something that you think is interesting, let me know. There's some that are TY Beanie Boos, but they're like $1.99 each, and I'm not spending that much on a Beanie Boo. That was JoJo Siwa Purple Dog. That's like I said, TY Beanie Boo for $1.99. I almost picked up the JoJo Siwa. I do pick that up. That JoJo Siwa can be decent. The comp was like 11 or 12, so for 2, it was probably worth it. But I already have one listed for I think 13 that I'm waiting to sell. There's one below it at like $11.50, so I could always drop my price. But I'm just waiting for Christmas. People buy those. For some reason, those little things were pretty popular. I was able to sell them new for like $20 or $30 on Amazon at one point. And then here's a lot of the dolls and a bunch of toys as well. Just showing y'all what I see. I don't pick up any of these. Like I said, there's probably a lot worth it. I think I show a guitar here in a second. This thing only comped for $20 or $30, and they were asking, I think it was $4.99 maybe for it. So I'm showing y'all the brand right here. I look it up based off of the model number. I think I had it on there. Shipping would be a lot. I think you can usually take the little neck off, but it just didn't look like it was worth it to me to pick that up. So I do leave that as well. Here are a bunch of board games. I quickly look at them, don't see anything, so I had to leave them. That looked interesting. It was Bullseye in the form of like a little toy horse that you can ride on or whatever. So I don't pick it up. I think it was way too expensive, and I didn't even run the comps on it, to be honest. But here I'm just going to show y'all some plush. I do pick up a couple. Maybe should have picked up that one. It was actually Pink Frog branded, but it had a lot of stains and stuff on it, and that's why I did not pick him up. Dumbo was $1.99. I left him as well. Some of the little Tsum Tsum figures can be worth it. There's one right there. You can see the Mickey, I think it is. That's a Grumblies. Not worth it. But that was like some random inflated ball. I already have some of these big Tsum Tsums like I'm showing right here. And they were asking, I can't see what that said, but they were asking a decent amount, and I wasn't willing to pay it. I bought some off Mercari at one point. I just need to get them listed and sold. They're like 20 or 24 inches. They're some of the bigger ones. I think that was a Disney cat. Actually, no, I don't pick that up, but I did find that. Remember, I just found that in the video. That little green outfit girl. Found her in the bins for, 50 cents probably, because that's what the weight would be. I do pick up Mulan, and then I almost picked up that Dalmatian dog. I think it had some stains on it. Comps are probably around 15 for it, and they were asking 2 or 3. And it might have taken a little while for it to sell, because it had no accessories, no sound, nothing that would have helped it sell at any point. Also, just showing more stuff here. I do find this little guy. I knew he looked interesting. I wasn't sure what he was from, and then obviously the tag can sometimes tell the story. I still had no clue who he was. I think he was Dr. IQ High or something like that is what Google Lens pulled up. That Mickey might have been worth it if it didn't have all the stains on it. Mickeys I like to pick up if they have a theme to them. If it's just a plain Mickey in general, I don't want to pick them up because it's probably not going to sell very fast, and it's probably not going to sell for that much money. This Barbie dog, debated her. I've had some Barbie dogs, haven't sold any yet, so that's why I left that one as well. And it was probably, again, like most of the other items in this thrift store, it was probably $2 or $3. At the final stop, I picked up 4 items. Y'all saw me pick most of these up in the video. This Mulan plush, which goes for anywhere from $15 to $20. I think I paid 2 or 3 for her. This little guy, according to Google Lens, is Dr. IQ High. I don't know exactly. Dr. IQ He. It's from Duck Dodgers. When I saw Duck Dodgers, I knew I had to buy it, no matter what Google Lens said. Which I knew it was something decent. He goes for around $20 as well. Thought I'd almost hit a home run on this one. It's Board Sharks. It's an RC skateboarding dude. I don't have anything else other than just the guy and the skateboard. But there was one that sold for like over $100. This one will likely go for around $40. But if you see some RC stuff and you're willing to take the chance that it might not actually work, which, it might not work. I don't know for sure. But that's why I bought that. And the last item of this haul is this little, well, I didn't buy it for this. This is a little Halloween guy. I don't think there's any value here. You can't even see the tag, so you really can't even look him up. But I bought this bag because this guy, Yogi Berra. Or not Yogi Berra. Yogi Bear. Yogi Berra is a baseball player, or was a baseball player. I bought this because of Yogi Bear. It still had the tags, so the tags are not in good condition, so I can't really call it new or anything. But Hanna-Barbera, Warner Brothers. It's bigger than the other one that I got recently. Could combine those two together, but I think I'd rather just sell them separately. If someone wants to buy both, they can buy both, but that's it for this haul. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite item that I found through this haul, and don't forget to subscribe to Alicia and Tanya as well. So until the next video, thanks for watching.